But I'm proud of the growth in the business, not just in terms of growing revenue or profit, but also how our structures have improved and we're ready to scale. And I'm really confident about the future of the business, that we're going to continue to grow and that we're going to grow into a business that I can be really proud of. The more you learn about business, the more complicated it is. And to have someone who can guide you in terms of the right things to learn and to challenge your thinking. Without a coach, I think it would have taken a great deal longer to get to where we have now. We're ready to scale now, whereas before we weren't. And we're growing as a business. And without a coach, I wouldn't have the knowledge to grow the business in that way. He believed in the resources that ActionCOACH provides, and it's turned out that there's some really valuable stuff there, such as ActionCOACH, which we've been working on recently, which really analyses our cash flow and how the business is performing. I've been working with Jeff for about a year and a half, and as someone with a planning profile, I like to have my 5-year, 1-year and quarterly plans in place. I think what Jeff has enabled is for, first of all, me to have clarity in respect of those different time periods, whereas before I didn't have it, but also enable me to understand exactly what strategies I need in place in order to achieve those goals, and having that accountability. And I mean, the other thing is that Jeff is never afraid to ask an awkward question. And sometimes when he does, we have a bit of a heated debate about whatever we're talking about. And you come out of it feeling challenged and feeling like you've been tested. And without that, you're a lone gunman and you're going to make mistakes. When you're an entrepreneur, you are very close to the coalface, and it's sometimes difficult to see the wood for the trees. Jeff understands my business. In fact, he's probably the only person, including my missus, who fully understands pretty much every detail about my business. At the same time, he is independent, so he's able to step back and look at things from a different perspective, and that's invaluable. Jeff has introduced me to other business owners who he works with, and that's been really helpful because as an entrepreneur, it's quite a lonely existence, especially if you don't have a business partner. And there's certain of his clients who I get on with, like Rick, Impact IT, who's actually now one of our suppliers, who's in the same place as me. So not only is he able to help us with our IT services, but also he understands what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Very quickly, we started to see changes within the business that had come about because of some of the ideas that Jeff had brought in. Over the last 18 months, our revenue and profit margin has grown tremendously. I mean, it's probably increased 300% in the last 18 months. And most recently, we've had our 3 best months in terms of revenue and profit since the business was formed 7 or 8 years ago. It's grown in a really sustainable way with a focus on employee engagement and great recruitment. And recruitment is something that Jeff has really helped with. We are in a really difficult space in terms of recruitment. We want the very best lawyers who are specialists in really niche markets. And Jeff's guidance on that has been great. Being an entrepreneur is really demanding, and you use up all your energy during the working day, and you often can't take a holiday, or at least when you do, you'll have to work for some of it. But I'd say that since Jeff has been involved, that's improved dramatically. And the fact that the business is doing so well now definitely affects my mood at home, as long as Liverpool are winning every Saturday.
Most ambitious business owners want a fast-growing business, but scaling normally takes enormous time and energy. At ActionCOACH, we help people to scale their business with a 17-week, 7-point guaranteed coaching program to build the systems you need to scale using the 3 revolutionary frameworks. That way, you can stop being frustrated and start increasing revenue. whilst working fewer hours. If you'd like to get in touch, simply connect with me on LinkedIn. Email me or give me a call. If you'd like a complimentary blind spot call, you can schedule directly using the link in this slide. I'm here to help.